Hello friends, we're already here with more of our CK2 on English Neck and Norman Yoke playthrough. As we begin today, a war for the English throne is on. Approximately half of King William's vassals have broken off at a most inopportune time, for William is currently fighting an excommunication war in order to be crowned by the Pope. Further, a peasant revolt is currently raging in the county of Devon. At this point, I'm a little concerned the playthrough might be on its way to over, as we are just fighting 3 wars. We're very close to winning this one though, so our first priority is to allow this war to finish at 84% currently. The hope is that then we can shift our way north and stop the peasant revolts and then deal with the English revolution against us to put another dynasty on the throne. As last episode ended, we had one of our actual daughters born. Our wife had a bastard daughter with our father, William the Conqueror. We have a legitimate daughter now who I'd like very much to have be baptized by the Pope, but we can't. And truthfully, I don't think I can get her a baptism by any expensive clergy right now because I need to hold on to my money. We're going to have to hire some mercenaries to fight off the revolution against us. So a regular baptism for the woman who will be queen. Not ideal, but unfortunately necessary currently. Fortunately, a little bit necessary. Okay. I wish we'd siege a little bit faster. I'm glad we're no longer hemorrhaging troops. For a while there, we were attritioning 5 or 6% per month. It was very unfortunate. I'd like to have my boats actually come around to this side instead, so we can load in as fast as possible. My king, says our chaplain, the more I study the Lollard religion, the more I feel compelled to embrace it and to show you the wisdom that lies in these texts. I've sent you excerpts of the most interesting part. I urge you to follow my example and embrace the Lollard religion. Now, we are currently fighting a war for the Pope, so the idea of breaking off from the papacy, from the Catholic faith, seems rather foolish. So for right now, we will say, no, arrest him, he is mad. And in that way, we lose our chaplain. Let's go to our prison real quick and see if we can get our prisoner to convert back over to Catholicism. He says yes, he wants to be free after all. And they'll put him right back in as the chaplain again, I suspect. So, please siege a little faster, thank you. You become not become Chancellor, have been imprisoned? Do not trust you anymore, is that the issue? Or can you become... No counselor allowed, unfortunately. We'll have to give someone else that role. Our physician... No, I mean, he's 22 in learning. I've seen this loyalist down a little bit. Only 11 in learning. Competent scholar. As right now we're using our chaplain to research technology, I think the highest learning ability we can get is probably for the best. At the same time that we're fighting many wars, we also have a disease currently raging at home. That disease is the pink one. Which is the pink one? The smallpox. Alright, if we shut the gates, the peasants will be very unhappy. Our diplomacy drops terribly. Happily, we're still in good shape on our vassal limit, so we'll shut the gates to keep the king alive. Some commoners have already gathered outside as your guards aren't closing the gates. A decisive thump silences curious chatter from the other side. Seal the gates! Hopefully, smallpox goes away pretty soon here. If we raise mercenaries, which I think we need to do, we gotta stop these war scores ticking up, I worry that we're going to end up with them spawning in a world that has disease. That is unfortunate. We have 348 money. We can... I think we already have the loan from the Jewish merchants. We do, unfortunately. So we have to spend a decent amount of cash just to hire someone. Gentiles Sardinian group. An additional 2,000 troops. I think that's the only one we can afford to keep long term. Let's do that on really cheap people. Less than 1 a month. How much are you pulling per month right now? 1.6. I'd like very much to stay at roughly 0 money coming in, 0 money going out. 11.7. That's too much per month. Yeah, we're gonna hire the really cheap folks, unfortunately. They're only boats. Never mind, I don't want only boats. So we'll have to go a little bit more expensive. And negative 11 per month. Let's do it. The Irish band. I'm glad I didn't hire those boats there. It would have been an absolute disaster. Where did Sardinians go? I thought we had them potentially worthy of buying, but I'm not seeing them anymore. Are all these various bands about the same also? Swiss band, Lombard band. Sardinian band we actually can't even afford right now because Poland's got them. Yeah, we'll go and hire the Irish band. And we're now losing big money per month. We got to use them very quickly. I shouldn't have hired them until I had my boats back here to bring them over to the English island. So I have a bit of a misplay already. And all my boats are actually heading around Spain right now. So truthfully, there's no reason to have the mercenary we have currently. I'm going to split this group in half, though. Send half my boats, 82. That'll be fine. So we're sending 82 boats down this way. The other group, we're going to send to help our folks get across the channel. They can't actually take on the big English revolt army, but they can stop the peasant revolt, which is the more pressing concern currently. More factions against us, only wanting more council power. We can ignore that. If they want council power, we'll give them council power, be just fine. Betrothed can marry. Who's that? Our sister is marrying off to some random guy. I think he was once an heir, but now he's nothing. I don't want to be a marriage breaker. They won't give him matrilineal. You know what? Sure. Off she goes. Off she goes. I feel like I'd be a bad guy to break their marriage off. Probably love each other, allegedly. This is the exact same marriage just agreed to, so we'll agree to that also. A new realm is formed. A Sultan of Transoxania had to abandon nomadic life and is settled on down right there. I'm sure there'll be no problem. Problems in the East are for the Easterners, not for old King of England Resorty. Also, France is dealing with a revolt right now. It looks like 1080 and 1090 was a bit of a significant year for revolts for everybody. Wow! The commander of this quote-unquote mercenary group we got is only a 5 in martial. You are a pretender, commander. Let's see. Do we have other commanders we can assign in the current... We actually can't have any more commanders, it looks like. So we got what we got. Hopefully these mercenaries can just stop the peasant revolts. That is the one thing we need currently. We should be nearly done with the siege down here. Nearly finished. That should end the war in the south and get us crowned. Hopefully. Hopefully. And we'll head back home and hopefully raise enough from our army to deal with the big group against us. But, like I said, I'm a little bit nervous about this. Heat at Winchester. Negative 8% war score in the big revolt. Let's go ahead and just hopefully capture the leader of the peasant revolt. Peasant revolt, vassal revolts. Too many revolts. They have the better commander, unfortunately. Our mercenary commander is just absolute hot trash. Victory there. That actually has 100% war score, so we can end the war right now. I'll accept that. Cool. So, one revolt over. Big revolt still ongoing. Finish the siege. Only 89% war score. Okay. Do I abandon the war in the south here? That really is what the question comes to. We're so close to finishing it, but just taking us forever to siege anything, and the English revolt is sieging down much faster than we are dealing with this. If I leave Spain, eventually our war score will tick to 100, I think, but in the process they might unsiege elements we've held. 92% now. Let's go for Calatayud and see if we can siege them quickly. How much fort do you have? Do super 40? Negative 20 already up north. I've got to head up here, don't I? I think I really got to head up here and try to save the throne. So, how long is the siege going to take? It'll take a long, long time. So, let's just get in our boats and go home. The war in Spain is over. Hopefully we can hold on to this territory to get our war toward 100, but lately, Wilhelmina Fitzgerald has symptoms of illness. She's our fake daughter. She might have the plague. You know what? You know what? Out you go. I'm sure our wife's very angry that we sent her daughter away, but better to keep us all alive, for sure. The army of the King of Scotland is to head back north now. I hope that they are fine. We are running out of money in a big, big way. I need to use these mercenaries or send them away. I'm going to have them run at Kent, I guess. And ignore the army of Gareth for right now, which is the big army against us. We'll get these boats put away. We're not needing their money anymore. Who's this? The English revolt is actually in my capital also. We'll stop and deal with them first before we deal with the large army. Because if they siege on my capital, and they can't actually siege it down, but it'd still be a nice war to give the men some encouragement. Alright, real quick, you stop here and take on that fight. I'm surprised they're standing there. They do get the water crossing penalty on our troops, but we have so many more of them that's not a concern at all. Crusader kings! Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and the routes are not safe. In order to protect pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, Pope Eugenius III has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. It signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. They use vaults and such. Good luck to you all. We're landing into plague here. That's not so good. I want to stop the siege of my castles, and you all get sieging up here. Okay, I'm suddenly feeling a little more hopeful than previously. As long as I'm about to say as long as I keep the mercenaries up and going, we're good, but we have no money left. I need to release the mercenaries now. So that's this army. Otherwise, they might revolt against me and join the opposition. We can't have that. So they go away. You all get back in the boats. I'm considering putting my armies away just to refill faster. The Marshal is working right now to train troops, correct? He is training troops, so our levery reinforcements very fast, but will it be fast enough? I just don't know. How's our retinue looking also? Retinue 727 dudes. Our retinue's actually 2.5, so our retinue is quite large and in charge. Something I thought I'd suppressed had finally subdued has risen inside me. Unchaste thoughts have begun to appear in my mind. I can't resist him. So we lost our chastity. Thank goodness. We still have our homosexuality, lost our chastity. Hopefully our wife becomes pregnant once more. We will see. Alright, let's go land here. And we're going to need to just bounce away from the big English army for a while, it seems. They come towards us. Hey! Cool! We have a claim on the County of Dublin. Unfortunately, it costs a ton of money to use that, so I have no money. We are raising money right now. No, actually losing money. Oof. Alright, let it go. We're gonna get rid of these boats. Just try to get it back to earning the correct amount of money. We were good on money before our vassals broke off. Alright. Not being a friendly port. I mean, you're not in a friendly port. It's the friendliest place there is. Over here, actually. Alright, so the English army might be heading towards us. Oh no. The faithful prepare for a war. Doesn't the Pope know I have other priorities right now than fighting wars in the Holy Land? A messenger approached us with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and infidels, to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Jerusalem. The region is held by Mohammedan Caliph al-Mustansir II. It's time to return to Christianity once more. The Pope wants to invade Jerusalem. A pious Christian could convince everyone, focus on another objective that's of more value to us. What is more valuable than Jerusalem to the old Pope? I'm gonna say I'm gonna consider preparing my men, and maybe we'll stay out of this particular crusade for right now. But this army really is heading towards us, and we are losing troops quickly. Okay, I'm gonna put all of my armies away. We're not in friendly territory. I already put the boats away. Alright, run north. I don't think we'll be caught. And unfortunately, Spain is unsieging their lands. We'll have to deal with that after the revolt, though, I'm afraid. So, put the boats away also. I'm going to put all of my troops away, then re-raise them once the levies have filled up some more. We're still below 0 war score, but I think this is like my one Hail Mary possibility. I wish I had more allies right now. I wish I'd gotten the alliance with the King of France, but he never quite went into it because we were having similar political concerns. So go hide in the north. And then how many troops can we raise right now? Bunch of vassals, very few of our personal ones. This does not add up to 4,000, even with my my levy, my retinue being refilled entirely. So, what clever ideas are there? I mean, happily the King of Scotland is here to help us. He's going to go land and hopefully deal with them. Our numbers are refilling. Yeah, I think we just sit on the sideline for... Man, King of Scotland, almost no one left. Very bad timing in terms of the Spanish War, really, is what it comes to. We're going to ask the King of Scotland to attach himself to this army. And I wish he had more troops, but he does not. But that's okay. We are still raising more troops. I guess I'll go ahead and raise everyone once more. And bring them all up to here. Now, some of my troops are down here, unfortunately. We'll have to get the boats again. Not too many boats, just a small group for the moment. Raise them. Raise all the vassal armies also. Bring everybody together. I actually don't know if lowering and then re-raising armies actually leads to a large number of troops. I think it does, though. Okay, I want everybody to go to Somerset. Hoping that the Pretender King does not notice us moving around. I gotta start setting waypoints. I keep meaning to do that and keep forgetting to do so. More defeats, more defeats. Additional defeats. Defeats everywhere. Okay, so you all are going here. Wait, we lost a battle? Against that 200 stack, maybe? At 20 stack? I don't know. That's what we lost on there. They're still sieging, thank goodness. They're letting us sneak around, like the cockroaches we all are. And so we'll all go down to Derby now. Not Derby, Derby. And over here, you all combine up. Do I have more commanders? Yikes. Okay. I want to hire some commanders from far, far away. It does not matter if married. We're willing to join my court. Sure. Highest marshal possible. 20... Come on down. Where are you from? You're the steward of Stekasfavar. These names, though. Join my court, won't you? Marcos will join us also. Join my court, won't you? We'll hire the 3 best commanders in the whole Christian realm and promise them glory if only we can hold on to our kingdom. Okay, so we have enough boats here, barely, to move this army over. You're here now. Will you become a commander for me? You won't. It's not allowed to have any more commanders right now, unfortunately. No available commander slots. So we can kick off a current commander. Show me my commanders only. Oh, we have auto-assign on. I don't know why I did that. Because these commanders with 8, definitely not worth having as a commander friend. So I'm going to relieve your command, sorry to say. Make this fellow commander instead. And we'll probably do the same thing with the 12s. Well, certainly. Okay, this army needs to load into these boats, which are currently empty. So you all go to there. This army I'm going to actually leave at my capital, just to deal with the constant small annoyances there. Welcome aboard. You become a commander also. All right, show me the commanders again, please. Seduce Ricardo. Not right now. King, you have a war to deal with. We can't be seducing every attractive man who comes into your domain. We recruited 2 more, so we'll get rid of 2 of these 12 commanders and shift to the hired guns instead. You go there also. Great. The English Revolt Army still has not decided to come deal with us, and I think that might be a strategic mistake on their part. I'm not exactly sure why they're not picking off my smaller armies, but hey, they're not. I suddenly am feeling a little bit more confidence. Also, I never actually said a crown focus, did I? Whoops. We're losing productivity here. Send the crown's eye onto that place. Alright, bring you all together. Let's pivot down this way and try to meet up at Kent. Recently, I've amused myself with seducing a handsome young guard. He follows me around like a puppy now. A very big, muscular puppy. Make him a squire and keep him as my lover. His name's Lancillion. Give him a tumble and I'll have the most loyal bodyguard ever. It lowers plots power against us. Or then fine enough to aim higher. I mean, I'm only allowed to have 1 lover, maybe? Also, at this point, in 1092, I'm guessing it's not particularly couth for the king to have a lover. I wish I could see Lancillion's, however you say his name. I could see his stats before making him my squire. But sure, let's take a bodyguard. Guard my body, you. Alright, I'm gonna put the boats away again. Because, yeah, we are now hemorrhaging cash, unfortunately. Even with no mercenaries at all. Victory, good. Hope we don't end up like being overly bankrupt and run out of money entirely. That'd be a bit of a shame. Alright, boats, land here. We open the gates. The disease has left our county. Sure, let's open the gates and make our people happy with us again. We abandoned the commoners, though, so everyone's against us briefly, because we hid in the castle, everyone else had to fend for themselves, dodging the illnesses. My wife is pregnant once more. Hooray, more children. Hooray, kids for the ongoing dynastic powers. With those boats away, we should be closer to not losing money. Actually, I'll put all the boats away if possible. They're all away right now. How are we doing on the cash? We're actually earning money once more. Lovely. Lovely. Victory at Canterbury. Nice. But again, losing money. I don't know what changed there to make that happen. And a lot of people arrived in my court from the lovers we picked up previously. And Commanders also. They can't decide if we're earning money or we're losing money. I'm not exactly sure what's determining it. We're standing in the middle of a plague, though. I don't want that. My wife is more pregnant than she's more pregnant than usual, also more talkative than usual, though. And she never misses the chance to chat with anybody in earshot. Unfortunately, the scholars agree that women should be quiet. I say she should rest. I'll lose some stewardship. That might cause me to drop under my domain cap, so I'll let her have her fun. Oh, I'm losing stewardship no matter what. The question is, do we gain diplomacy or do we gain health for her? Alright, I'm going to give her the health and hope we don't lose our domain cap. Looks good so far. Alright, we got to end this war in a hurry, so I'm going to stop sieging this one down, actually. Big blob and go for their leader. Because we are month to month having cash flow problems, we'll call them. The dark rest may be good for my future child's health, but it's proven to be detrimental to my wife's mental stability. She's finding it harder to sleep at night and become twitchy and impossible to deal with. Hope this pregnancy ends pretty soon. Hopefully we're heading towards late term baby time. Alright, giant army. Need the best commanders out there. We got a 20 who is a flanker. I'll put him onto the flanking position, onto the sides. We then have Reared here, who is a horsey leader, good in the mountains. Do we have any horses at all? I think we have a few. They're mostly in the middle. It looks good. And lastly, outside here, we'll put our new commander, Ricardo, as our potential lover. Let's finish the siege and let's march straight for their king. Is there any other way to get money right now? I can change my focus to making money. In that way, get us additional chance for cash. We're pulling in little bits of money now, possibly because the troops are dying on the battlefield. Makes we're getting territory back. Alright, so march on down that way. It's good tradition to keep gossips around the pregnant woman. Alright, let's go ahead and hire some gossips. Get some health, don't spend any money. And as we march to our very first battle here, we are crossing the river. I don't want to cross the river. Unfortunately, it's already locked in. Well, crossing river penalty, here we go. I should have gone over to Sussex and then gone in. Battle rages. Our morale's holding fairly steady. Theirs is falling more quickly. We are going to win this. Hopefully we capture the leader of the revolts. Fingers crossed, and yay for the win, boo for the loss. King William II of England, I've noticed you've not pledged to the cross. As a faithful Christian ruler, I hope and pray you'll reconsider your actions and join the righteous war for Jerusalem. Yes, I'll join. I'll support the Crusades with money. I need time to reconsider. Alright, fine, I'm joining. Join the Crusade. How long till the Crusade goes? If recipient, I made a decision if I should apply with the papal will or go my own way when it comes to distribution of titles in the case of a victory for the Crusades. I'm going to go ahead and say, if the Crusades won, and I'm most Crusade member, the Crusade title will be granted to my beneficiary. Sure, let's do that. I'm okay with, I mean, hopefully we can be the winner ourselves, be our own beneficiary. Or can you not have yourself as beneficiary? Where am I? Which king is this? In the pile somewhere, I'm sure. There I am, last to join. Any beneficiary though, or no? I think maybe not. So I've actually not done anything with this Crusade menu previously. Can't really give anything to the Crusade right now. We're too busy fighting our own war. So my beneficiary will be one of my kids, I guess. And our heir is not listed currently because she's but a child, I think. This is the heir of some counties. Scotland's our sister. Don't really want that. I guess you can't name yourself beneficiary. What a pity. Well, who do we want to have the... I mean, I just want myself. How do we get someone else to be our... Or how do we become someone else's beneficiary, I wonder? Let's go to the war chest. How much gold? I can't give you anything right now, sorry. Maybe someday. Alright, we'll do the Crusade in a while. I don't know how long it... Oh, it's actually an ongoing Crusade. The Crusade's actually happening currently. Well, we're gonna stay out of it. We got more important issues here to deal with. I don't know how much more war score we can get by fighting battles. And they are attritioning happily. Hey, we had a son. His name is Simon. Simon of Normandy. I kind of want to name him William, so we have William III. Keep the line of Williams going long term. How about our new boy? Our new boy is a sickly infant. He wouldn't dare die, would he? I don't think so. I don't think he would dare die. Not on my watch. My court physician Guntard. This is Guntard the drunk. He's worried about the newborn son. He's a feeble little thing. Alright, take care of my boy. Give him Benadryl and whiskey. I'm sure it's a help. William should be baptized as soon as possible. Look here, I don't have any money. What do you want from me? We have to do a regular baptism for our kid. Wars are expensive. Wars are too expensive, in fact. But I think we are going to win. Whatever Guntard did, I cannot see any improvements in the boy. My son still seems worryingly lethargic. His subdued cries send chills down my spine. Treatment failed. Sickly boy is sickly. Why are we even fighting this war if our son ends up dying? That is the real question here. Young Maria. I don't know who you are. You're my prison, I guess. You're my prison? Yeah, young Maria here is a flamboyant schemer. Is she worth money to anybody? She's not. Beatrice is, though. Beatrice, I need cash, then off. As the days drag on, seemingly never ending, we can barely keep our eyes open. We have no energy at all. We might have gout. Alright, that's fairly minor among the diseases. We are a larger fellow, so gout is one of those diseases of affluence. To balance our humors, Guntard made a sprint round to keep inducing sweating. This counts as being a decent treatment. I'm not sure how, not sure why, but apparently running is how you get the gout crystals breaking up. Good. Technology. It's our first, I believe our first technology spend of the entire game. Our army is mostly what? It looks like it's primarily heavy troops. So can we, if we improve infantry, this improves heavy infantry morale and defense. Skirmish techniques helps with, that's horses. We already have a bunch of melees we're going to get for right now. I think I'm going to do better sieges, though, just to help us unsiege the territory was taken from us, so we'll do that. In terms of economy, I think I want to do better taxes. Better taxes or cities and temples, correct? Yeah, I'll do that. And then noble customs to keep the vassals happy, I think. Feudal vassals improved by 9. We do majesty, we get additional piety and prestige, but I do want long term. But yeah, for right now, we're going to go with... Oh, we could go for late feudal administration. Could go that way and hold on to our counties even better. I want happy vassals, though, for the time being. Alright, more technology real soon. It should be good. We'll continue this war. We feel awful. We have a fever also. Now, if this king dies before I can hold on to the kingdom, I'm not going to be terribly happy. I feel like his possibility, age 37, got some problems. Okay, King William II of England accepted a call to arms from the Pope opposing the Caliph. Due to having pledged to join the Crusade, King William had no other choice. A crusade for Jerusalem is upon us. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Jerusalem. It was once a part of the core Christian lands, and lords from all across the world gathered to fight for it in a grand war once more. The Jerusalemite lands have long been under the tyrannic rule of the Mohammedan infidel Caliph al-Mustansir II. With the upcoming Christian onslaught, it's only a matter of time, for he will fall. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in the war. Hooray, I can't actually help you, sorry. Looks like all of our vassals are off to help. They're true Crusader kings. I am desperately holding on to his territory king right now. And the enemy is sieging faster than we are, unfortunately. But we'll take Kent, then we'll head up to Suffolk, and this is a long, long war. Yep, we got the gout. Lower personal combat, lower martial, lower stewardship again, and lower health. Yikes. Though our physicians want to keep on taking care of the king, we'll get him treated and hope for the best. Red powder, tantalizing color. Servant made the mistake of tasting in pure form, his tongue had swollen up badly, and Guntard chastised him for it. Guntard poured the spice into a chalice of water and stirred it meticulously, before feeding us a spoonful. It was a good treatment. Get rid of that gout by consuming gosh who knows what. I could send like this very small detachment of troops down south to help with the crusade. And we're not going to be contributing to the war score in a big way on this one. Someone else gets the Holy Land. Were we not involved in the revolt, we might be able to pull it off, but I don't think so. Court Chaplain Guntard burst into chambers, flanked by several men-at-arms, dragging Duke Reared the Priestator, with a name like that. Proclaiming, my king, this man has been openly proclaiming his allegiance to Lucifer's own. What should be done with him? He is possessed. I think we're going to burn him. I think we're going to burn the guy. He's a vassal who actually hates me because of raised levies. Oh, we have levies there for a very long time, haven't we? He wants to be King of Wales. Sorry, have fun being burned. Off he goes. Alright, we've taken Dover over. Only negative 27% war score. We'll continue trying to win this war in next episode. Thanks for watching. See you again real soon.